In this video, I'll be showing you how to create and review a location report on users being shown your ads to see if all the users being shown your ads are inside the acceptable targeted locations. And if not, we will add negative locations. We are going to be doing this every 2 weeks. And we'll be doing this on the account level. If we find issues, then we'll do it by the campaign level to see if there's an issue specifically by campaign, or if the issue is across all the campaigns. Once we've done that, we are going to do this by the date range of about 4 weeks, because we just need to see if this issue is happening within the past month or so. So to get started, obviously you're going to go to Google Ads account, you're going to go to Insights and Reports, then you're going to go to the report editor. We already have a saved report, but if you don't have one, you're going to click Create Report, and then you're going to set up your report exactly as shown here, with region in the row, region and user location in the row section, and then your columns need to have clicks, impressions, cost, and cost per conversion. This is just to see how large the issue is in terms of who's seeing your ads. Then we are going to check the last 30 days. And as we can see here, the user location is only Georgia. So that means that our ads are being shown in the correct region. If there were any other states showing up here, that would mean there is an issue because our ads are only supposed to be showing to people in a very small section of Georgia. So if people were seeing it outside of Georgia, that would mean that there is a targeting issue. Now that we've seen that there's no issue by region, we're going to come over here on the right-hand side underneath location, and we're going to add city to the locations that we're checking. So that way we can see to make sure that our ads are only showing up inside the correct state and now inside the correct city that we need them to be showing up in. And for this business, this is correct. It's showing up in all of the cities that we are actually targeting. There's no extraneous city included in here. So this one is good. We will be showing you a couple different accounts so you can see what it looks like when it's when people are being shown ads in the wrong locations. So this is a skydiving company that is showing up for a much wider target radius. In this case, this is actually fine because they have a 150-mile radius that we are advertising to, and all of these states are included in that radius. And the way we check to make sure that we are showing up to the correct locations that we are advertising to, we can go ahead and leave. No need to save that. As we go down here to audience, keywords, and locations, we're going to click on locations. From here, we're going to select one of the campaigns that we're marketing for. So as you can see here, we have a wide radius that goes into a bunch of different states. And we can see that we're in Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe a tad bit in Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And when we go back to our report editor, back to our location report, and then we go to the last 30 days, we can see that all of those states are showing up here. This is also another helpful thing. If you see that there's a state that you should be showing up in and it's not showing there very often, that's also another key thing to keep in mind. Maybe you need to create a campaign specifically for targeting that location, but these are just things to keep in mind when looking through your location report. For this business is trying to only advertise in Nashville, Tennessee. And as we can see here, Tennessee isn't even in the top number of clicks. So clearly there was an issue with their location targeting. Typically when you're showing up in all these different countries that you're not supposed to be showing up in, it's a problem with your location settings, which I will show you just real quick, just in case you have that issue. So you can fix it really quickly. It's typically in your campaigns and campaign settings. And the issue that they had was that they were targeting interest in a location. So if we go down here, they actually had this thing selected right here, which allowed anybody to search up Nashville, Tennessee mosquito control, and they could click on the ad. This right here forces Google to only show ads to people actually in your location. So that's why it's hugely important that you click on presence and not presence or interest. See, Google recommends it. They're idiots. They like to waste your money. So it should always be that, just as a quick reminder. So, if you see a bunch of, there's no reason to mark those as negative locations because the location settings was wrong. We'll check again in 2 weeks or so, and then just check the last 2 weeks to see if they are still showing up in those cities or in those countries. If they are still showing up in those bad countries, then we will mark them as negative locations, but we need to wait for the location settings to click in or to start operating correctly. If your location targeting isn't working as expected and you have your settings set up correctly, this is typically what it will look like. You will be getting the majority of your clicks in the states that you are targeting, but you might have a few extraneous clicks in other states or cities that you're not looking for. So this is just an example of what it would look like. We are targeting Indiana, Wisconsin, Illinois, and that's where most of our clicks are coming from. But you can see that some of the nearby states, even some states that are farther away, are still getting clicks that is just a waste of money. So what we're actually going to want to do is we're going to go out of this location report, click leave. From here, we're going to go down to audience keywords and content, go to locations. From here, we're going to go to location exclusions. Click edit. We're going to select the campaign that we want to do this for, click search. And then we are going to type in the locations that we want to exclude. So one of them was Minnesota. We want to click exclude. And then we just click save. And it will be added to our location exclusion. So now Google won't show ads to people there. So that way our ad spend is even more focused. So that's a brief overview of how to check your location report and make sure that your location settings are set up correctly, as well as adding negative locations if needed. We'll see you in the next video.